All right, all right, all right. Hello, everyone. Good evening. I am Dr. Shanna Grant. I'm so excited about today, what we're going to be talking about. If you are new to this series, we are doing a wealth building series in which we're talking about how to build wealth, right? And this is also stemming from the book that we are publishing next week. Oh my goodness, we're so excited. A toolkit for raising wealthy kids. And in this book, we talk about how to build wealth, how to protect it as well, and then so you can pass it on to your generations. Last week we discussed investments, particularly the stock market. And so today, this is really the juice of it, right? We're going to be talking about life insurance policies and how you can use that to build wealth, right? And so we have some experienced speakers who are going to be telling us all the juice. I love to say juice because, man, when they come on, they share so much for free. I like to say that, free 99, because other places you have to pay for this consultation, but we're giving you all this insight and everything free 99. So first, I'm going to bring up Miss Sue Shaw, who is a licensed financial professional and also a mommy who is building wealth for her child, right? And so she's going to share on her expertise on what it is that we can do to build wealth. And so I'll bring up Miss Sue Shaw. Hi, Sue. Welcome. Thank you for joining us tonight. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Good evening, Dr. Grant, and thank you so much for having this platform. This is truly needed in our community. I cannot wait for your book because we all need those nuggets of knowledge to build wealth. So I'm grateful to be on this platform today, and thank you. Just wanted to say that you're doing great work. My name is Sue Shaw, and I like to consider myself as a health, wealth, and wellness advocate. I am the CEO of Health Guard Enterprises, where your health and wealth is our top priority. And we provide health education programs and also financial literacy programs to the public. Currently, I have a vast experience in the healthcare industry. I've been a clinician for almost a decade now. But right now, I have invested in my passion for wealth and legacy building, and I have got my license. So I am officially health licensed in the financial services industry here in Georgia and many other states to come.
Yay. Welcome. Thank you. Thank you for joining us. Next, we'll be bringing on Miss Nadine Ellis. She has 20 years of experience and she is licensed in multiple states, right? Listen, she has so much knowledge. She's my go-to, okay? And so I'll just bring up Nadine so she can tell us a little bit about herself. Hey, Nadine, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Oh, you really want me to tell about myself? How many minutes we have?
A little bit.
Just a little bit. But thank you, Dr. Grant, for having me here. I really appreciate just working beside you or just helping in your journey of writing this book. And I can't wait till it's released because I know you have a lot of nuggets in it. Whoop, whoop, right? A lot of nuggets. But I always say I'm 25 with 20 plus years of business experience and 11 years in the financial industry. Love what I do. Love it, love it, love it. I'm also a mom of one that just graduated from college last year in December, and she's 23. So maybe she's adopted. Remember, I'm 25. So I don't know. But anyhow.
Yes.
Just loving what I do. I am a part of a great organization, World Financial Group, World System Builder. But I do have my organization, NTE, Empower Network, and it's all about what we're doing, empowering each other. So that's a little bit about me.
Okay, thank you for joining us tonight. So, of course, we're going to dive right in. I don't like to waste time. I think time is of the essence. And so what I'm going to ask you guys to do for us is to maybe tell us a little bit about what you do and explain a little bit more about life insurance. What is this life insurance? I'll say, Nadine, do you want to go first?
Okay, why not? what is life insurance? Life insurance is, everybody look at it differently, right? Some people look at it as just death benefit for their family, and that's it.
Mhm.
But you have to look at life insurance as living benefit and wealth building. So
Mhm.
that's a little bit that we will talk about that benefits, those little benefits, plus cash accumulation benefit. So
Mhm.
I want to leave some for Miss Swen to talk about, because then I will go all into it, right, Swen? That's I'm gonna let Swen tell a little bit more about that life insurance. Go
Okay.
ahead, Swen.
Thank you, Nadine. Yes, but as you said, everybody looks at life insurance a bit different, and I like to look at it as a gift. It's a gift to myself because I am building my wealth portfolio there. It's how you build your wealth, it's an addition to your wealth portfolio and retirement portfolio. And I also look at it as a gift to my children, my child. I said children because I want more, right? But I look at it as a as a gift to our children, right? The way in which that is because they can be building up wealth from their 15 days old with life insurance. And this could be money for when they want to buy their first car, when they want to put the first down payment on their home, when they want to go to college. That's
Mhm.
a big one.
Yeah.
And it is all tax advantage, tax deferred, which Nadine will tell us all about that. But that's one secret that we're gonna give you.
All right, all right.
That's great. That's great. So essentially, you're saying that it's a vehicle that you can use for saving for your child if they want to go to college or something in the future, right? Basically, is what you're saying. Um,
Yes,
Yes.
absolutely. I recommend this vehicle over other college plans out there because of the benefit of you can access your money. If you don't need it for college, you can still access it for your child for other things.
I,
Other college plans, they're restrictive, very
mhm.
restrictive. If it's not for school, God knows what you're going to do with that money. So these are things that we want to educate our families about, educate our parents about, so they can make informed decisions.
Nice. I love that. So it's
Yes.
one of those vehicles. Now, I want to kind of ask you guys to talk a little bit about, we're saying that, okay, you can save it and you can, use it for when your kids are going to college and those type of things. But when we think about life insurance or in general, and anybody thinks about it, it's like something when you pass on, you have money for your kids have money to bury you, right? Of course, we don't like to think about that. We're going to all pass on someday, unfortunately, right? But it's unfortunate, it depends on your religion, right? And so we think, oh, it's only for funeral expenses, right? So I want you guys to tap into a little bit. Now you're saying, oh, but you can save. But what do you mean you can save? What's going on here? Now
Yeah.
you want to jump
Oh,
in?
oh, definitely. So I want you to, oh, you say Swen or me?
No, you.
Okay. Want to make sure. Um, you know, we in our community, when you sit with someone, there's like, oh, you want you want to kill me off? You know, me not left nothing for them, and they say just like that, me not left nothing for them, I work hard,
Mm,
and I have this and I have that. But I want everyone to understand this, that the living benefit of that life insurance, you have disability, long-term care in that you can use the cash for. You have so much benefits within the cash value one. Because remember, there's different type of insurance policy. You have the term, you have the whole life, the universal life, the variable universal life, the index universal life.
mhm,
So if you do the term, it is just for that benefit only, right?
mhm.
Some companies, but I have to let a lot of people know that now they have term with living benefit. We have
Ooh,
companies that we represent that have living benefit, that have chronic illness rider on it,
mhm,
critical illness rider, that mean that if something happened to you during that period of time before you pass away, you can trigger get a certain amount of percentage on from this policy. So
mhm,
term policies now have living benefit. Now, when you're talking about the cash, where we were talking about that we can pull out for what? Long-term care. I look at it, a year and a half, my daughter met in an accident. And because of the insurance policies that I know that is out there that I was able to save in, unfortunately, she cannot have an insurance policy. But, and this is where I'm telling from experience as a mom, she has a chronic illness, so she at a young age she can't have it. Now she can have it because there's certain criteria. But as a mom, you put a lot of money in your insurance policy that you can pull out for that long-term care use, that disability use, that emergency use, whatever you want to use that cash, it's your money. So you can borrow against it or withdraw. There's different options that you can do. So, and you don't have to fill out a long form. You just make a call and you can get your money right away. So that's what I want to share about the different part, not looking at it as a funeral expense only.
Wow, interesting. So you were saying life experience for you, you were able to tap into your life insurance cash value, right?
Yes.
And to pay for long-term care expenses.
Yes, because it's your money. You need it. I need it for that time. I need it for that moment.
And you need it now.
And I need it now, not to
Remember that?
right. I need it now, not for waiting for months or go sit in the bank and have to show a whole bunch of stuff. I needed that money now.
Yeah, and can you imagine like when you want to go for a loan? Think about how you have to go to if you want to get it, just a simple loan, even if it's a car loan or for your house, the amount of things you have to go through. So you're saying you were just able to go to them and say, hey, I need this money, and they were able to say, here, it's yours.
Right. And think about, like, I'll let Suen talk about other living benefits that in the policies that, you know, that not just thinking of it as final expense. So I'll turn it over to Suen.
Yes. Suen, do you have anything to add?
Yes. What I really want to focus on, this aspect of the insurance and the cash value, I really want to drive the point for parents and getting this as early as possible for your kids. All my mommy friends, I've been telling them this is what we need to get for our children. You can get it as early as they're 15 days old. The good thing about that is that's when, if there's no health issues, they're most insurable, right? If you're healthy, so health is on your side there, then you're starting early. That's a big one. Start early, because your premiums will be low. You know, so you want to do those things, put it in place. And as Nad was saying, as moms, we have to think about our kids' future. You know, I have college loans, you know, student loans and all of that. You know, becoming a mom has really given me opened my eyes on a whole nother level. It's like you're not living for yourself anymore. You're living for your child, and you want the best future for them. And I definitely don't want my son to have any type of debt. No college. I mean, our kids are all smart. They'll get scholarships, right?
Yes.
If we don't use it for college, we can help them with their house down payment. You know, that's another major way to build wealth. So I am just so passionate about this, making sure it's my mission right now to make sure that we all have this as parents for our kids. We need it for ourselves, as Nat said, you know, long-term care, retirement as well. Like, I'll let Nadine talk about that. My cute name for her. but I really want to focus on parents, mommies, daddies out there. This is the best way, in my opinion, to build wealth for your children. This is a much better opportunity and much better vehicle than regular college plans out there. Not that there's not a place for that, but you want to add this as well. You want to add life insurance to your wealth portfolio.
Yes, yeah, definitely. And I'll jump in. I know you're trying not to say what the other plan is, but we can talk about it. The 529 plan, right? I remember. I think I came to Nadine and I was like, Nadine, I'm thinking about the 529 plan, and then I was doing my research. Right, it says this is so popular, right? But if your child decides that they don't want to go to college, right, or that they get a scholarship, right, because I'm building my kids to get some scholarships, right, and you
Mm-hmm.
save all this money in the 529 savings plan, guess what? If they don't use that money for college, there's a penalty, right? Meaning the government will be getting some of your savings, right? But
Tax.
if we use the life insurance vehicle, guess what? It's our money. We can do what we want with it. So, yes, thank you so much for that. But I want us to segue from that where we're going to give them a little bit of a secret, right? And so, since you just spoke, I'll let Nadine come in. Do you have a secret? I know you have Wally, right? Maybe two or so, right? A secret you want to share with the audience tonight who may think, well, what is this? Why should I do it? And if I do it, what should I definitely know about it? Life insurance. Mm-hmm.
So my biggest secret, there is three buckets of tax advantage, and where you're saving your money in North America.
Mm-hmm.
So you have your tax now bucket, you have your tax later bucket, and you have your tax advantage bucket.
Mm.
In that tax advantage bucket, you have your Roth IRA, your HSA account, you have all of that. But
Mm-hmm.
the number one component is that life insurance policy,
Mm.
because your gains are not reported, or it's not public record. We have
Mm.
to understand what is public record of your cash accumulation. There's ways to see your annuity when it comes into the banking industry, what you have, creditors coming after you. There's ways to do that. But with your insurance policy, your gains are tax free.
Mm. Can you say that again, Nadine?
Gains are tax free.
I just did
When
my
you're
taxes.
withdrawing it, there's different, we can talk more about with the withdrawal part or the loan part. That's another talk. But your gains are tax free, and it's not subject to the 59 and a half rule,
Mm.
like the IRA plans, the annuity plans, all of that. If you take out that money before 59 and a half,
Mhm.
you're going to pay taxes on there. So
Mm.
that's the biggest thing you have to understand. No rules. It's just when your money, yes, there's rules. Let me not say there's no rules, there's rules, but you understand the rules when we say, hey, whatever you gain in there, the surrender charge section, that's where you can borrow from. So
Mm.
we'll explain it to you as a licensed professional, financial professional. I'll explain it in details. I know we don't have enough time,
Mhm.
but that is the main part of it, is that tax advantage part. And can we tap into it? We
Yeah.
should tap into it. When Suen talked about starting young at 15 days old, there's compound interest. Think
Mm.
about 15 to 18 years of compound interest.
Nadine,
That's
wait. Wait, in the book, Nadine,
all
you
right,
gotta
all right, all right, all right.
hear
You got
this
me excited. But that
one
is
secret,
my major tip for the tax advantage part of
right?
understanding life insurance gain of
Yeah.
that tax advantage. So you see, guys, you hold me back. She's such an author, right? Just like,
Listen,
don't give me
let
no
me go
more.
buy the book to read all this
You
information.
need to get her book, everyone.
But let's kind of tell them how to get this book, right? Before I get to
Yes.
Swin. So we are doing a raffle tonight, right? So the book it retails for $19.99, but for the viewers tonight, you can go to www.sharpsessions.com/raffle, and you can pay only $5 to get a chance to win a copy of this book. Listen, $5.
I need another copy. I already
Yes,
pre-ordered.
Look, $5
I'm not
and
sure.
you can
Right.
right. But no, this is great, man. This is great. Suen,
Yes.
what's your secret? We cannot give them everything.
Well, guess what? I think my secret is out already, because I wanted to tell the parents out there to start early with your children. And
Yes.
this these IUL policies, these cash value insurance, you can start as early as your child is 15 days old. As I mentioned,
Yeah.
this product builds interest, compounding interest every
Mhm.
year.
Mhm.
Depending on the market, and there's caps and there's floors, and we'll discuss that when you come in and talk to us. But this
Right.
is a much better choice option than the 529 college plan, because I had a client recently who is investing in the 529, and the market, he's watching it and he's like, man, I've lost some of my money already. I'm not even sure. Like, so that goes with the fluctuations of the market, which
Yeah.
is, you're same as your 401k. If the market goes, you'll see where that goes to. There's a better safety net in
Yeah.
option here that we're sharing. So you just gotta come and talk to us, and we'll be happy to have a one-on-one session, group session, whatever you get, whatever you the audience need out there. And
Yeah.
I'm just happy to talk to all my parents, all my mommies. You guys,
She's a mommy advocate over there.
Like mommy, come to me. Come to
Mommy.
No. This
Yes.
is great. So what I was getting from that is you can start as young as 15 days old, right? And I did top Nadine, but compound interest is so powerful. We talk about it in the book, but I teach it in class, but I didn't really expound on it. But then when I finished the book, I said, no, I'm going to tell you how compound interest can make you wealthy, right?
Yes.
And so starting at 15 days old to 18, can you imagine? And then what about if we tap into you get a policy and your child has a policy, so you have double. Come on now.
and
You have
Say it again.
the policy.
Double. Yes. And like how you're married, your husband get a policy, everyone around you get a policy, and
Right.
understanding that this is wealth building. It
Yes.
is. Can I just give one more tip?
Yes, sure, Nadine. Since you want to give them, they're here tonight. Give them the tip, Nadine.
Just one more. We have
Yes.
to understand to change our next generation.
Yes.
And life insurance is the number one wealth building because it is guaranteed to pay out. From you pay the premium, it's guaranteed to pay it out. So that's why we have to understand how important that insurance policy is that will change our next generation.
Yes.
Because our next generation needs more money, right? Because of inflation and all of that.
Yeah.
So guys, just understand that we need to have this as a building tool for ourselves. And even as business owners, that you can use it as a collateral assignment when you're going to look for business loans. It is, remember, yes, collateral assignment. Because remember, when you put it on the table, it is saying that I'm worth $500,000. I'm worth $1 million, and I want to borrow 150,000. Yes, you have to have good credit. Certain things have to back it up, but that's a number one asset, because now the lender will say, "Hey, you know what? I will lend it to you, because if you pass away before you pay this loan, it is going to be guaranteed paid." And this is where the wealthy are using, and business owners are using it as that collateral assignment. So that's what I wanted to share. I know I share more than one extra tip, but sorry.
Well, listen, that's the value of being here tonight, right? Because
so much tips.
A lot of us are business owners now, right? And some of us want a loan.
Yes.
So we're thinking, man, maybe the credit isn't that great, or maybe they're just like, man, nobody is going to approve me. But if you have this life insurance, it's like a guarantee that the banks are going to get their money back. And so it's a bigger chance that they'll say, okay, because if you die, I'm getting it back, right? That's all they care about, right?
Even if still.
No, this is good, Nadine, right? Wow. Can you guys believe it? We only have 5 minutes left.
That's it? Oh my.
You can't give them
I
too
feel
much.
like we just start talking.
Right.
But that's okay.
Oh my goodness. So I do want to ask you guys, if there's any last minute thing that you want people to know in terms of life insurance, right? So we discussed the benefits, right, of starting early, right, to get your kids life insurance at 15 days old. But what I kind of want us to talk about is, we didn't touch on it much, face value, right? How much life insurance should we get, right? What's the number that we should get, right? Or let's say I don't really have much money, to go, right? Where do I start? Do I have to start with $100? Like, where do I start? And any one of you can take this question.
Sweater. Okay, I'll take it. Sweater, like, Daddy, just go ahead. Well, You have to think, your main thing is, you just said it, it's suitability. Which insurance policy is suitable for you?
Mm,
That's why when you sit with us, we do a financial checkup. We do health every year. You do a health checkup, a dental checkup, vision, but you're
mm.
not checking on your finances. So when
Wow.
you sit with us, we'll definitely see which type of policy is suitable for you,
Mhm.
that you can pay on a monthly basis, that you're comfortable.
Mhm.
Because we want that suitability, because we don't want when anything happens, you say, oh, I can't pay this insurance
Right.
policy, right? So
Right.
it's all about suitability for anyone. So we'll
Mhm.
sit and do that financial checkup for them. That's what
Wow.
we'll
Wow. Suitability. And when you say suitability, you're talking about as it relates to their finances, right? How much
Yes.
can you afford, right? We talk about this in the book as well, right? We talk about, financial stability. We talk about the mindset that you need to build wealth, right? And also,
Mhm.
you need to have your budget, right? And
There you
so
go.
you need to be,
Yes.
like you're saying, you need to do a checkup to see, can I
Check.
really afford this? Or
Mhm.
cut back spending here or so, in order to be able to afford this, because this is an investment for your child's future, or for your future generation's future. Even yourself too, sometimes, right? Because you
Yeah.
never
No,
have a child.
yeah, it is for yourself too. Remember,
Yeah.
you're building wealth for different reason, right? And that's when you sit with us, you're going to tell us what's the reason. What's
Yes.
that reason,
Hmm.
right? So
Hmm.
we're looking at like your dime. We call it your dime method. What's your debt that's going to roll to somebody else? If somebody co-hosts for you,
Hmm.
what's your income that you have to leave back, or you
Yes.
need to replace when you retire? Because remember, you retire is just 1/3 of your income, but you have to look at your lifestyle. What's your lifestyle going to be, right?
Hmm.
So we have to look at that. Then we look at your mortgage, how much
Hmm.
mortgage that you're going to need
Hmm.
to cover you, right? What's your mortgage if you pass away? And then we
Hmm.
look at education. How much do you want to save for that child? So we
Right.
look at that dime method to see how much do you really need to be covered for
Hmm.
yourself. Even as a single person, single parent, whatever it is, we are going to do your dime and see, hey, when you retire, we're going to give you that safety. Because remember, within the life insurance policy, we're looking at growth, we're looking at safety, we're looking at protection, and we're looking at tax advantage.
Come
So
on.
that's our main thing that we're looking at for each client. Because we're
Wow.
going to build that foundation strong for you.
Yeah.
Very strong.
Wow. I'll
Yes.
do the audience tonight. If you guys have any questions, we'll take one or so because we're wrapping up. Suen, do you want to add anything there?
Yes, I'll add one last thing. So, ladies, think of life insurance as a gift to yourself. You go get your Chanel bag, you go get your red bottoms.
Come
Think of
on.
it like I'm gifting myself wealth.
Yeah.
Yes.
When
Yes.
Mhm.
I retire, or so a lot of us now we want to retire early, so we got to start planning for that.
Hmm.
Mhm.
So that's how we should think about it, as a gift to ourselves, and we're supplementing our wealth portfolio
Mhm.
by getting this. When you retire, inflation's going to be who knows what. We'll have a
Let's think
big
about
push to make sure that we retire well
it.
and
Hmm.
kids are all taken care of. So gift yourself the gift of life insurance. Gift your kids, in addition to their car, to their clothes, or whatever you're gifting them, college, or whatever their gift is, gift them the gift of
Yeah.
life as well.
Yes. Oh my
Mhm.
goodness. This was
Yes. Wow.
but I'll give a quick recap if I can. Right. So when we're talking about life insurance, it's not only a death benefit that when you pass on, your family can afford your funeral, right? It's also, Suen said, think of it as a gift, right? You can get the insurance for your child at 15 days old, right? Right. And if you get your life insurance, you have tax advantage, right? Nadine is big on this. It's the tax advantage, right?
Yes. Mhm.
You can use life insurance as a collateral for loans, right? When you go out for a business loan, you can say, hey, I'm valued at, I don't know, 500,000, 2 million. If I die, you'll get your money back, right? So,
Mhm.
they'll be more, lenient to give you the loan that way. There are living benefits that you can benefit from, for instance, the long-term care and those type of things, right? And I like to just add this, right? So, if you get a cash buildup, and I'm diving into the book, right, but I won't go too far in, right? You can use this cash buildup. I think Nadine touched on it a little bit, where you can borrow against your cash value, right? And you take that money, right? You don't let it sit there. You take that money, you go invest it so that it can make more money for you, right? But you have to be smart about investments. And so I talk about how, where in my book.
Yes, I love that. In your
Right.
book.
So this was great tonight. I'll just kind of share. The audience was loving it tonight. We were told that, is it Ravici TV said, awesome information. Nikisha Reed Comics said, eye-opening information. Philip, great panelists, awesome information from Judith Grant. Barbara Davis said, I'm loving this info. So we thank you guys for tuning in tonight. If you would like, I'll put this back up on the screen. If you want to get in contact with Suen or Nadine, their phone number is running across the screen. And definitely purchase a copy of the book. Guys, this is only one chapter in the book, right? We have 9 chapters. And we're telling you how to build wealth for your kids, but it's also for you too, right? And to pass that wealth to your future generations. So it's important that it starts with us, right? If, our parents set us up a certain way, we can set up our kids, we go a little bit step further. So thank you all for joining us tonight. It was certainly a pleasure. Right. Make sure you tune in next week where we'll be talking about real estate with some licensed real estate realtors who will be giving us some information on how we can use real estate to build wealth. All right. Again, thank you, ladies, for joining us tonight.
Thank you, Dr. Grant. Appreciate it. Thank you. Bye, Suman. Take care.
Have a good evening. Bye.